All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market Prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hope you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, brother. I'm doing well. Happy Friday. How are you?
Happy Friday, my friend. Good.
You're either I've got an issue or you're not sharing in the room. You got
Um,
some issue with your sharing.
all right. Let me stop it and redo it again. We'll stop the sharing and turn it back on here. Guys over on YouTube, thank you so much for your patience. I completely forgot it was not Friday today, and I turned on the show like at 8 a.m. the stream, ready to go for engineering the markets, and then realized, wait a minute,
You
it
mean
is
it
not
is
Friday.
Friday? It is Friday.
I'm sorry, it is Friday. It is not Thursday where Jared comes on. So
No,
thank you for
your
hanging
screen
out.
was up and then it just died.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Let me try one more time. If not, what I'll do is I'll restart everything as far as the web browser. All right, it's back on. Can you guys see it?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Let me know if it goes away because it when you said it was not good, I still saw it on my end like nothing happened. So, um, all right,
sir,
looks like it's
bro.
still there. Okay, very good. All right, guys, let's get into it. So, thank you guys for hanging out over on YouTube. Alexander says let's do our own market engineering. So, yeah, thank you guys for that. All right, let's get over to our list from yesterday, guys. Starting with the choppiest, one of the choppiest days for me yesterday. I mean, there's a lot of chop early in the morning, a lot of indecision, no follow through on many of the stocks we were watching. Here's BBBY started to get going, and it couldn't get above the 1633. Then after that, guys, just look at the pure chop you're getting here. It doesn't do anything really for the entire day. You had this one drop here around 12 o'clock, comes right back to this range, and it just stays stuck, right? So that was BBBY. Oxy had a little bit better range here. You did have a nice drop here, so that was good. A lot better than most of the stocks, but didn't really watch this one like that. Apple also very, very choppy, guys. Initial pop and then drop. And then from there, it's just, again, no great continuation yesterday. AMD, same situation. One initial drop here, which actually was a great short. And I saw some of you guys take this short. And I saw some of you guys take the bounce back to the VWAP. So great job there. Ford continues to trade very well, Norm. I don't know what's going on with
I
this
know.
thing. It's funny. Yesterday, in the pre-market in the chat, we were talking about, Ford's probably going to be choppy today, but it tends to prove me wrong, and it did just that. Probably one of the better trading stocks we had on our list yesterday. Rough start, right? That first hour or two. Then it does settle down nicely, leaving the VWAP here, turning into a really great trend trade, right? Above the highest of the days at that time, around 1 o'clock, and then another leg up. So pretty good stuff there on Ford, moving more than 25 cents a day. So pretty good. Here's SQ. SQ was actually very decent. I'm not a fan of SQ. Every time I trade it, I think I lose money. The price action for me, it's just a personal preference. It's just not great. I can read it as well. All right, so that is what we had. Ear was a low flow that was extremely active in the pre-market. It just didn't do much at the market open. What's a great short? I think Brian took it for a short here. I know Kenneth in the chat took it for a short as well right at the open. So good job there. But outside of that, didn't do a whole lot there. So cool. Let's get to our gappers list. Let's take a quick look at what's going on there. Gappers list this morning. A couple of things in the red, and I'm sorry, in the green. Some names that we know: GameStop, AMC, Baba is in here, and a couple other ones that we'll take a look at. See what's happening there. And in the downside this morning, lower flow stocks. IMMX was active a few days ago. Is this Coase, right? Coase,
Yeah.
KSS. Yeah, so we'll see what's happening there with that one. Before we get into that, though, let's take a look at the market pulse and see what's happening in the overall market for today.
Yeah, I mean, we're relatively flat just the last few minutes. The market has started going down as we had non-farm payrolls, unemployment, and average hourly earnings come out. I was on here. I have not had Squawk turned on. Let's see here what we got. Unemployment rate falls to 3.9 versus 4.1 expected. Last month was 4.2. Private payrolls 211 versus 365,000, so significantly lower. That coupled with the unemployment rate, interesting phenomenon we've seen going on recently with this unemployment rate dropping in 0.2% on the unemployment rate, especially when it's at this around this lowish 4.44% level, is pretty substantial drop. And with lighter payrolls, that means just less people are participating in the workforce. Um,
Right. Right.
we've seen this go on for the last couple of years, ever since COVID, and it is pretty interesting that it's happening. So,
Yeah. Agree.
labor
A hundred
shortage shall
percent.
continue.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Mm-hmm.
got a few. I don't have it on here, but we've got a few Fed speakers sprinkled in throughout the day.
All right, excellent. Guys, let's take a look at our list this morning, and we are running extra early today, so we can answer some questions in between as well if you guys have something you guys want us to look at as far as questions non-related to our watch list. But starting with our gappers list, I don't think I linked my trade ideas this morning. Let's do that. Link our trade ideas, external linking, get that set up here, and there we go. We should be good to go now. So let's just move this out of the way. Perfect. ABSI this morning. These guys are up 50% right now. Hanging around $6 just yesterday. Today they're getting a little bit of a pop. Great volume, 11 million shares traded. It is not a low flow though. It's sitting at 58 million. You want to treat it as a very volatile stock this morning. As you can see, the low today has been 721. The high has been 1070. So not a bad pre-market activity, especially here after 7. We're seeing some really good price action. Let's clean this up first. Our watch list.
So this is a biotech that, as you can see, over the last 12 months, or really since its IPO in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
hadn't been trading for 12 months. It's been pretty hammered. Closed yesterday, what, at 614, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Its high for the year, 3153, and they announced a partnership with Merck this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So, or a collaboration, research collaboration. So that's helping them this morning.
All right, so we're getting a nice positive catalyst there for them today. Definitely in play. I'm only putting them down here, guys. It's not a low flow because you just got to be careful with the number of shares. It is moving
I'm not
quite aggressively.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
super hyped on this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's popped a couple of times with these big pullbacks along the way,
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
no shares for short, and it's on SSR. So
Did not notice the SSR there. So yeah, yeah, I agree. There's some pullbacks here, like this one here, right? That's very aggressive at 8 a.m., right? We'll see if it doesn't find some support and get back towards the high of days and it starts doing this again here. Then it might not be no fun. And the fact that it's not a low flow stock, right? It's only 58 million. It could be funky at times, right? You're stuck at 58 million, but you're still kind of trading like a low flow. Let's see how long this fun is going to continue for these guys. Here's GameStop making some noise this morning. So they are up 19.3. I see AMC is also on here as well. They are up 4.5. Is this news for them, or are we looking at some Wall Street bets type situation here
well,
this
it's,
morning?
it's mostly news, but I mean, you
Hmm.
still got apes involved here. They came out yesterday afternoon after the close about 4:30 and announced that they are entering a division into the NFT and crypto space. So went crazy. I actually had alerts going off. I was in my kitchen. I heard something going off on scanners. At the same time, I had a buddy of mine that is heavily in the Reddit stock trading and amongst other stuff, but holds a bunch
Yeah.
of game, texting me, and I'm like, So I went and looked. I really wanted to trade it. I was just too busy.
Yeah, yeah. And this was last night, right? Yeah, I see the pop here after
Yes,
hours.
they
Yeah,
actually announced it, Danny. It's
yeah.
not just a media report.
So yeah, nice pop there. I mean, this thing went from 131 to 175. What a move, guys. Let's see how this is going to play out today, guys. Already looking good this morning in the pre-market. We got some decent volume for GameStop. We'll put that on our list today. Again, guys, be very careful. This thing can move very aggressively. As you know, right? We've seen this stock plenty of times in the past. Before we move away from AMC, let's look at AMC as well. Not as great as GameStop right now, but they do have the volume and they can be very explosive. We'll put them on here as well. We might not keep them both, but let's put them on there for now. DNA has nothing going on for them
It's
right now. It's just
trash.
a big block trade here and nothing happening. Disca, um, I mean, I don't care much about the numbers on this stock. It trades horrible, guys. So the few times I looked at this, where something looked somewhat decent in the pre-market, it ends up trading a lot like
Most days
trash.
it
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
Um, they got a big upgrade out of B of A Securities, I think. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
another investment bank as well. Just saying that with some of the moves that they've made recently and what's going on, that they think they'll become a media powerhouse. So that having been said, analyst upgrades, downgrades aren't always the best
Mm-hmm.
catalyst. So I tend to agree with you. It doesn't have great volume. Could prove me wrong, but
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
I mean that's it becoming a powerhouse. Great. I mean, let's see. Let's see. We'll put it. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll put it as a possible only. But I am most likely going to drop that off the minute I find something better to trade. Like Baba. Let's see what Baba's doing today. Baba here this morning up 2.7, 800,000 shares traded. Man, their daily looking very nice. Had a couple of really nice breakouts here the last few days. Can this continue? We're up another 2.7 this morning with decent volume. I'm going to add them to the list here. We'll come back and take a closer look. JD's coming up here. How is JD trading? I know they were on a gappers list yesterday or the day before. Let's take a look here. Yesterday, actually, not a bad trading day here. Not a bad daily, I mean, intraday chart, at least on the 5 minute, not without looking at the details on how it actually moved. Not a bad intraday chart. So today they're popping up 2%. Volume could be better, but you know what? Volume for them pre-market has not been great at all, and they still had a decent day yesterday. Let's put them on here as a possible. We'll come back to them. Now, I'm not a big fan of them, but let's see if today is gonna do anything. DWAC this morning, another one that doesn't trade very well, very thin on volume. This morning, 353,000. They had a somewhat decent day yesterday. Nice pop there, looks like. But look when it'll happen just at the end of the day with some very significant volume towards the close here. So again, outside that didn't do a whole lot, right? Not sure, guys. I'm again, the few times we looked at this, it's just been horrible, really. So they had a good day, good not a good day. They had a good hour yesterday. They had a good hour yesterday. So I don't think I can add this just yet. Also, short selling restriction, no shares for sure. So you kind of handicap on what you can do on this one. Let's move down. Let's move down to ATAI. No, just a block trade that came in now. Nothing happening there. IMMX. This low flow was active a few days ago. This morning they are on the way down. Short selling restriction. You do have shares for short, right? But yeah, no.
I think this is done.
This is the fun is over on this. It tried. It
Yeah.
tried to get going here. I
No.
actually thought this second day here was going to do something, right? Gapped up above, but no. Fun is over on this. Coase. Coase has earnings or something. Um,
Coles had a significant downgrade out of UBS, went from a neutral to a sell rating, $66 price target down to 38.
all right. Yeah, let's put them on here. They don't look great pre-market. They usually do not have a great pre-market activity, especially man, all my stocks today are all New York Stock Exchange, GameStop, AMC, BABA, Kohl's. Where's the NASDAQ stuff? What's happening? They're quiet. Everything on New York Stock Exchange this morning. Just notice that. So Kohl's, typically New York Stock Exchange does not have a great pre-market activity. We'll see what Kohl's does today. 190 right now, up 4.1. Let's see what happens. Rivian, I have not yet traded this stock. I've seen you guys do amazing stuff with it. I find it very risky myself at times, but this morning starting to drop down 3.8, 110,000 short selling restriction. You do have inventory for sure with IB at least. Norm, what's your take on this one, man? Have you traded this yet or
No,
no?
no, I have not. I mean, they're down because of interest rate concerns and hampering growth. It's the whole reason tech is down. I mean, the other reason they're down is because Tesla is their main backer, and Tesla's partnered with the company formerly known as Fiat Chrysler to do some stuff. So people are thinking that Amazon not putting all their eggs in one basket is a negative for Rivian. That came
Mm-hmm.
out a few days ago. That's what caused that drop earlier in the week.
Yep.
It's very. I found it tough to trade and spready, so I really
Yep.
haven't messed with it. But
Yep. Volume though here, I'm not. I didn't look at it yesterday. I know you guys were looking at it yesterday. Volume has been increasing nicely here over the last couple of days. That maybe that could change the way it trades as far as it being so spready. Who knows? I'll put it as a possible. We'll take a second look at it later. See how that's looking. But pre-market though, guys, yes, it does look good. I'm not gonna we're not gonna disagree with you. It does look good pre-market. We just have to see if this price action is gonna trade
Still
while
a
the market open. Yeah.
50, that's more than a 50-cent spread. That's almost a buck.
Spread now is
It's
horrendous. No
65
question.
cents right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
rough.
No question. It's got to get a whole lot
And then
better.
you gap all the way down to 84 from 84.25. You got 100 shares up there, and
Hmm.
then you go all the way down to 84.03, I think I'm seeing. So
No, it's
goes
brutal,
against you, goes
guys.
against you
Yep.
fast.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Uh, let's take a look here. Billy on our list this morning. Not doing a whole lot right now. We'll skip on it. Mara today. Bitcoin. Mara has been tough to trade. It has not been clean. I have not liked the way Mara's been trading lately. So I'm gonna skip on it for now. I see Ride is on here as well, popping up. They're both down 2.8. Looks like Bitcoin might be taking a little bit of a dive here, at least a small one. Roblox on the list this morning. Roblox, man, just continues to lose it here. So they are down 2.2 right now, 158,000. We'll put Roblox on here. We'll take a second look at that one. And then we have T, which is I believe AT&T. This one drop. This is a big drop for them. They're down. Actually, no, that's not that big. They were up nicely, but they dropped. What's this? 40 cents or so from the highs of yesterday. Looks like. I'm not sure what's going on. Typically, they don't trade very well. They could be very choppy. But we'll see. We'll take a second look. They got decent volume today. Let's see what happens.
They got an upgrade out of Wells Fargo this morning. Their price target raised from a whopping 26 to $27, underweight to equal weight. These guys have been in the news because concern over altimeter issues and gauge issues in airplanes as they switch over to 5G. So they postponed that 2 weeks. But I don't know that that's part of what's going on here or not. These are I mean, this is a over 7 billion share float.
Yeah.
Like trading this is and sticking with the move is like trying to turn an aircraft carrier around. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. It's not an easy thing, that's for sure. All right, guys. We'll see what happens there. I see what popped up here. Lucid, yes, Lucid popped up. I wanted to take a look at that one. This just popped up and then it got off again because it is only it's flirting with this down 2% this morning, 295. I like the way Lucid trades at times, so I'm gonna add it on here, and we'll come back and see how that looks a little bit later.
is this hey
Mhm.
T, actually his name is T, so I'm gonna just assume he's the authority. He said their dividend is today. Is today their ex-dividend day? That would make sense. If it is their ex-dividend day, thank you. I usually it's not something that's really a catalyst generally, so it's not something I waste my time on. I also
Yeah,
don't spend a lot of time looking on 7 billion share floats.
yeah, this
If
got it.
today's their ex-dividend day, that means the stock's going to drop essentially the same as the dividend. So it's kind of a meaningless drop.
Right, right.
Thank you, T. Yeah, it makes sense. Not ex-dividend. Okay,
Yeah, these guys again.
so
These guys they
just
barely move,
eh,
right?
it's
So
not. It's not even
yep,
worth spending the time
yep.
we've already spent on this.
Yep, absolutely. All right, guys, let's take it to the chat. Let's see what you guys have this morning, starting with David. David, our good buddy from Connecticut here, giving us Apple this morning. Let's take a look. Apple right now, oh, good volume in Apple, 2.1. Not a great pre-market activity, but definitely great volume on it, this pre-market. Worth watching here. Let's put Apple on the list. Thank you for that one. Heading down Lucid. Yeah, I have Lucid here. Again, it could be very explosive. They're not doing a whole lot right now. They've been stuck in this range big time. Just the last 4 trading days, you saw, them hop out of this range. That was a good trading day. Come right back down towards the low of this range and also break out of that as well. That was yesterday. So it has had some good range to it. Let's see today what it does. Pre-market right now starting to build up nicely. Let's see if that continues. All right, T that we did look at already, which again I'm gonna remove. It's not really great stuff there. DKNG, DKNG this morning they are pretty much flat right now, 193,000. I'm not sure about DKNG, guys. I don't know. Not sure about this one. It's more on the fence. DKNG. Let's see what happens.
I did see
Uh,
them in the headlines this morning.
yeah,
Um,
what they got going on today? Might be worth. I see a lot of you guys throwing that one out, so might be worth taking a second
I
look
can't
at that.
remember what it was. I
Hmm.
my mind escapes me. I'm not a fan of trading their stocks. So some of these that I really hate, I see something and I think my mind and tries to forget the bad
Yeah, it's like,
memory.
whatever. Move on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I'm not a great trader of DKNG
I
neither for some reason.
yeah
Um,
I
not a huge fan of that.
well, they're launching in New York this weekend. That's decent news.
Man, that could be good news. Yeah. Um, let's see how that plays out. Let's see how that plays out. All right, DKNG. We looked at Microsoft next year. Microsoft this morning. Again, Microsoft, Apple, just kind of dropping and coming right back. Not really in play. I'm just gonna watch Apple. I'm not gonna go crazy with the Nvidia, Microsoft, MU, maybe AMD. I'll add this one. Again, they're all doing the exact same thing right now. There's nothing special about these at the moment. And if you look at the Qs, it's exactly what's happening there. So they are not really in play. We'll keep close eye on the Q and the SPY like we usually do, and then I'll just watch Apple. Apple will be my indicator if there's anything hot happening in that area, but they're really not in play. What I like about Apple though is the volume right now, 2.1 million. That is good volume for that ticker. I saw over here AMD. Yeah, same thing. I just yeah, kind of same thing. I'm just gonna watch Apple. None of these are really doing their own thing. MR MRIN. MRIN this morning. They are up 25% after just kind of crawling its way down here to $3.50. 3.4 million shares traded. Had a nice pop last night, so not sure what broke out here after hours. Nice pop there, taking them from 350 to about 5. So
Yeah, they announced something with Amazon after the close yesterday.
yeah, got a nice name. You get Amazon there that could do something. Low flow at 14 million. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna put it on here.
Low.
Low flow stock guys at 14 million there. Let's see. Pre-market action this morning though is not great, right? I'll tell you that because it popped up here. It's kind of selling down now. You had a big pop last night. How much more do you have to run towards the upside here? And how big is this catalyst actually is, right? Yes, you have Amazon on the tape there, but how big is this thing really, right? So we'll have to see. And this stock has been garbage for so long. I just don't know if that's going to move this quite a bit today. We'll see. And we're seeing a lot of that now, where these small companies are throwing out big names, doing something with Google, doing something with Amazon, Apple. Let's see if this really does anything, because a few of them just you get the hype and nothing really happens. It just comes right back down. So I'm not a fan of this one at all. Amazon, yep, we talked about that already. All right, good. I think we cover everything here, guys. So far, did I miss anything? Nope, we're good there. Let's take it over to our YouTube chat. See what you guys have for us this morning. Rivian is on deck already. We got that as a possible forward. Yes, we can show Ford some love because Ford has been showing love to a lot of our traders the last couple of days here. So this morning, 2.6 million pre-market action is what it is. I mean, it is not great, but it's been trading great, guys. The daily though, I'll tell you this daily does look very, very strong. Higher lows here. You had a nice gap up followed by a great continuation here. This was on the 4th. Then from there, you've been pretty strong. So hitting 25, above 25 today. Let's see if this thing can get going. We'll definitely keep an eye on Ford. Let's see what is in here for their. I mean, we haven't been up here since when, like 1960? No, I'm kidding, but you know what I mean. It's been a while.
Like the 90s.
It's been a while. I
Yeah,
mean,
keep going. You're gonna have to go to
it's
weekly.
yeah. Let's do that. Here we go.
I think it was
Um,
98, 99 maybe.
oh man, this thing was at
Keep going. Yeah,
$4.40.
yeah.
Wow. Oh, here we
Keep
go.
going. There you
Here we
go.
go. 2001, August 2001. From there, somebody messed up, or a lot of people messed up, and this thing has not been the same. So, yeah,
Some
they're.
people did some stuff, dude. That was 9/11.
Oh, dude, yes, that drop. Yep, 9/11. No, they started dropping before then, though.
It
No,
started
no,
dropping before that in the
yeah,
financial in the
yeah, and then
crash
they got
after the
crashed. Yep,
attack, but
yep,
then
yep.
the 9/11 and recession after that's really what tanked it.
Yeah, really what messed it up here. But it looks like somebody got started messing up a little bit before that. But yeah, you're right. But yeah, hasn't been the same, guys. Up here, 25. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I mean, it's been trading well. I gotta say, I have not traded it, but it's been trading well. So let's see. All right. What else we have, guys? I think we're all set. YouTube didn't give us a lot of tickers this morning. You guys are okay over there? Hit that thumbs up if you appreciate us this morning. We appreciate you back for doing so. Okay,
Absolutely.
we're set. Let's go to announcements, guys. Let's see what we have going on for next week.
All right. John's breakout trading webinar is posted next week. This should be a new one. I'm interested to see this. If you've ever been in Ed's room that we have within BBT now, he uses an options flow scanner. Once the day gets going, he has that up. Shows all the big options transactions going on in the market, and he uses that to seek out tickers to explore. So he's going to be doing a webinar on how he uses that options flow scanner next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Dr. Reed's Matchers and Mismatchers webinar, which is about range traders versus trend traders. That is posted next week, 5 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Note the special time because of our time zone. Craig will be talking about how to think and trade like a professional athlete to gain a mental edge in the markets. StockTradingSimulator.com. Guys, if you are interested, go to check out StockTradingSimulator.com. It is the free web-based replay simulator Bear Bull Traders has developed. While you're there, you can put in your email. We do not sell the list. We do not spam you. We just send you homework assignments from Eamon and Simon there a couple times a week on some trades to try out in that replay simulator. And then if you're watching on YouTube, have not been in the chat, you'd like to give it a try, you can use the promo code PREMARKET24. That will give you a discount off the intro membership. Just go to bearbulltraders.com, scroll down about halfway down the page. You'll see that test drive now button. Click that, fill it out, use that promo code. Does not auto renew. It does not recur. It only bills you once. Somebody's asking, did you guys trade during that time?
Yeah, I saw
That
that
is
question
about
too.
that early 2000s is when I started dipping my toe in it.
Yeah,
Right around 2000, 2001.
I was nowhere near being able to trade at that time neither. But we I started trading 2017 and I missed a lot of these real sell downs like 2008, that crash. We missed the 9/11 as well. But yeah, we haven't really been.
I was trading during 9/11 a little bit.
Yeah. I have not been through anything nowhere near that as far as market crashes, right? So all right, guys. The closest thing was COVID, and that lasted 2 seconds. Um, it really did. I mean,
In
uh,
retrospect, compared to trading during the financial crash, it does feel like 2 seconds. I'll tell you that.
yeah, because you go back and you look
That
at those
was
charts, and like 2008,
freaking amazing.
that was there. All right, guys. We have a okay list, not great. We're not gonna lie to you. This is not a great list today for Friday. We'll see what we can get out of this. We'll see what else pops up in our scanners. The gapping down list is getting
I'm going
bigger
to tell
here.
you, brother.
Yeah,
But I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to let you do your thing on your
yeah,
levels.
yeah.
And you
We got
say
time, man. We're really early.
this isn't a great list, and I agree with you on that.
Uh-huh.
This week has been great for trading, but the pre-market lists have not been
Yes,
really that
yes,
good.
yeah.
It's kind of extraordinary that that's been the case, but
It's
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 really been an
been
amazing week.
it's been more of a let's see what happens at the market open, and you might end up trading nothing that is on your list, because we see other stuff that starts moving, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
If
You're
every
absolutely right.
week this year turned out to be like this, if we have 51 more weeks like this,
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
be
Pretty happy.
ecstatic. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We had some pretty great runs on stuff that has not been on our list. Some of it from you guys over in the chat. So thank you for that. And the scanners. All right, guys, let's see what we have here. GameStop. Let's start there. Again, this stock can be very
I wish you'd call
explosive.
it the right thing.
What happened?
I wish you'd call it by its right name.
Oh, what is his right name for this?
Game stonk.
I'm like, wait a minute, I've been calling this wrong the whole time.
Yes, it's
I'm
game
sure
stonk.
game stonks. Absolutely. So game stonks here, guys. Stocks only go up. Hopefully today this will only go up with some good volume. Daily right now, guys, here hitting an area of consolidation, an area of resistance, a good area of resistance right here around 159.66. It might be 160, but we'll do 159.66. I know the low of the high of the pre-market is slightly below that, and we're hopefully we can get up there. But this is where it's at right here, man. 150.66. This is where in the daily you have not been above this all of December. Well, most part of December, you have not been able to get above this area where we're trying to get up there now. Our high of our pre-market 159.11. Let's see if this thing can get going here. So towards the bottom, guys, plenty of levels, highs and lows from the last two trading days, and then above this 159, you do have one level here, 172, and then another level here at 182. Now, stocks like this one, guys, this one, GMC, AMC, both of these levels are important, but nothing is more important, guys, than that price action. These things can be very explosive. So don't get hung up on these levels, right? They're just there to guide you, right? To make sure you're not going offshore against a great area of resistance or a great area of support, or long in a great area of resistance, right? That you manage your risk correctly, that you're able to set your stops and profit targets correctly, right? Price action is going to be king. Sometimes the price action on these stocks can tell a different story than what these indicators are there to help you do, right? Read the action on the daily and stuff like that. So just be mindful of that, especially on these two stocks, man. They can move very, very aggressive. Let's look at AMC here. Right now, stuck between the highs and lows of the last two trading days, 24.39. Smack that on the high of the pre-market at the moment. The low of the pre-market on this one, 23.14. And I think you're pretty much set right now. You got good volume right now, 866,000. Both of them not putting in a great pre-market activity as far as price action. But the volume is there. The hype hopefully will be there today. We'll see what happens. Here's Baba, guys, breaking out of some good resistance here in the last couple of days, doing very well. This morning they're up another 3.5. It's funny, Baba seems to always start like this, right? You get this one pop, it moves sideways all pre-market. Then here, obviously, you get more volume, starts doing something. Let's see what it does. But again, very similar pre-market action every time. You get this one initial, first very early on pop, move sideways for like about a couple of hours, and then we get some movement. So hopefully that's going to be good for us today. High of the pre-market here, 132 exactly. I marked it down at 131. I'm not going to move it, but 132 exactly is the high of the pre-market. Above this, we do have 134.63. And then slightly above that, guys, we do have another level here, 136.56. So towards the bottom, you're all set, guys. All kinds of stuff here. Previous day close and more. You're good there. Let's look at Co's today. So Co's towards the top, guys, look at the levels here. Highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows. And then you have previous day close as well, right at 49.02. I mean, you're golden here, right? A low of the pre-market, something you need to mark down, 46.27 was just created. Actually, 46.31 was created just a few minutes ago. Go there. And then below that, you got this one little drop here down to 45.34. So let's see where this goes today. Okay, pre-market action, okay volume. You do have shares for sure on this as well. Here's Roblox right now, 184,000. Let's remove some of these levels so they're overlapping our highs and lows. Low of the pre-market right now on Roblox has been 87.13. Just look out for the spread on this one, guys. If you're going to trade it can be funky at times. And then outside of that, you're pretty much set as far as levels, guys. Highs and lows from the last two trading days, doing a good job there on Roblox. Again, volume is going to come in after the bell on this. Here's Apple, has volume already, 2.3 million and climbing. Low of the pre-market, setting a nice base here at 171.31, right? So you got a nice base setting up right now here. That has been an area, well, this whole sector here, an area of support and resistance. You got from the previous day close now all the way down to low of the pre-market. This is all really support, right? I know we're below the previous day close, but this is all that support area you're seeing there. Below that, you do have a nice little drop all the way to 167. That happened a couple of weeks ago. But since December 8th, we've been able and have managed to stay above this previous day close line for the most part of that entire time. So are we finding support here? We're looking to go into the green now. We got great volume this morning. A lot of the NASDAQ stocks, or at least the tech companies, doing this exact same thing, right? Look at the QQQs, kind of diving down here and looking to get back into the green. If you look at AMD, if you look at Nvidia, they're all looking very similar. Even Microsoft looking, I mean, you can't even tell the difference on these two. Look at Nvidia, look at Microsoft. I mean, you can't even tell I change the ticker unless you look at my montage, right? So they're just moving with the overall market right now. I'm not going to add all of them. I'm just going to add Apple. They have the better volume this morning, and we'll see if this sector is going to be hot for this Friday. The last couple of days have not been great. Apple dropping from their all-time highs here the last 3 days. So we'll see if they're looking to recover some of that this morning, if the overall tech sector can help them do that. Here is Ford today. Ford, again, beautiful daily, guys. Oh, wait, go back. Did we finish all the levels on this? No, we did not. We're missing a few here. We're missing the high of the pre-market. Outside of that, you're set. A high of the pre-market, 173.72, and then you're set on Apple there. Here is Ford. Ford right now, I don't think you don't need to add anything on Ford. It's all set for you. Previous day close. You have your highs and lows from the last two trading days. Your low of your pre-market is below your previous day close here, but previous day close, king of all levels, right? That is more important than this little guy right here at 24.32, really, right? So this is going to be more important than this. We'll see. We'll have Ford on here. Has a strong daily. Has been doing very well. I think there's only one day that was choppy on this set of 4 days here, including today. Outside of that, we've seen some really amazing trading on Ford, including yesterday. Let's go back here. Look at yesterday. Look at this beautiful, beautiful setup yesterday. Nice bounce here. Went to the VWAP. Look at this consolidation here, doing higher highs, higher lows, and then you have the breakout. Not a whole lot of volume, but you had the breakout here towards the high of the day. So pretty nice trading on Ford yesterday and a couple of days here. You go back and look at this. It has some pretty good trading days. When was it? I think it was on. No, I think they all been good. There was one day that was a little bit choppier than we'd like to see, but for the most part, doing very well. Pre-market action, 2.8 million. I mean, you got the volume here today. Here's Lucid today. I'm gonna keep this as a possible. Disca, this is just garbage. Let's get rid of this. This is just no good. JD, let's get rid of JD. Rivian, Rivian is one of these stocks that you just got to know how to trade them. The spread can be funky. Be very careful with that. DKNG is another one that, I'm not going to be trading them. So I'm going to get rid of them from my personal list. And I'm going to fine tune this list up here a little bit more. GameStop, AMC are both good. Baba is looking real good. Great volume on Baba, by the way, guys. Almost 1 million there. Coast is more of a possible, but we have the space. We'll keep it there. We'll keep them there for now. Roblox, I'm going to move down. This is going to be a possible for me. We'll do that there. I'm not going to move 4 down because I know 4 is going to prove me wrong today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's our list right there. Enron this morning, again, see this. This is what I don't like, right? You're not really getting breakouts. You're getting these aggressive drops on this stock. It's just no good. I'm going to get rid of it, guys. No. We'll keep it just so we can laugh at it and see how bad it is. ABSI here. This one is looking rather good here, trying to get going. Just got to be careful. Norm pointed out some good stuff here about these aggressive drops that you're getting, right? 50 cents drop here, almost 60 cents. So you got to be careful with that. You got to manage your risk accordingly. If you're just starting out, this is one you avoid, right? It is not a low flow stock, right? So don't get fooled by that. It's a 58 million shares float, but that does not mean this is not a risky stock. This is a very, very risky stock to trade today. You do not have shares for sure. So again, just be very, very mindful on this one. All right, moderators lineup. Let's head over there and see what we got going on right now. Just a few so far. We'll give it a little bit more time for more to appear. I'm going to go ahead and get this video out of the way so you guys don't get the mirror effect. As I am doing this, guys, please hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. It does help us out a whole lot. You'll be surprised how much help that is when you take 2 seconds and hit that thumbs up. It does help us out a ton. So thank you for that. We appreciate it very much, and appreciate you guys hanging out with us every week here, Monday through Friday, as we go live, build our list, engineering the markets with Jared every Monday through Thursday, not today, on Fridays. And yeah, appreciate that. All right, let's look at our list here. IPOs for today. We got a few. Finally, I think it's been a while since we had some IPOs here. So we have a couple there, and we have a SPAC as well. Peter's list this morning: AMD, Apple, and GameStonks. Secondary list ABSI, Ford, and Coal. So very good list. Pretty, I think it's pretty similar to my list there. Watches for Thor, the overall SPY there, Microsoft, Citigroup, and CCL. Secondary list Bank of America, West Fargo, and RCL. Tiffany is looking at Apple, Baba, and Ford. Dima is looking at Baba, JD, Apple, and AMD. And we could tell Dima knows how to spell because she's actually spelled out Apple correctly, just without the E. So I do that all the time. So yeah. Um,
I remind people, and you know this, and
yeah.
I'm repeating myself to the people that have been here for a long time. But a couple of years ago, I was at the grocery store in the self checkout line. My wife was with me. I had a bag of apples, and it's like, type look up name whatever, and I
Look
type
up.
it
Oh man, yeah.
AAP, and my wife's like, she turns to me and,
Like,
excuse my language, she literally goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't spell apple that way." I was like, "Oh god."
oh man, yes, yes. I know, 100%. Oh man, that's great.
Well, but you
Um,
do.
yeah, yeah. All right, guys. I think we're pretty set here. We'll wait for other moderators to throw out their lists. But for the most part, I mean, we'll see what happens today. We got a couple of things here. It doesn't look great, but there is some good potential. As there has, like you said, Norm, there has this week has been just great as far as
Yeah,
day trading. Right? We're getting good continuation. Which is nice for us day traders. So that's
I like it.
beautiful thing. Um, food too. Anything else, guys? Mara? No, I have not liked Mara. I was trading Mara a whole lot a couple of months back here. Mara was great here. It hasn't been lately though. I know Bitcoin has been up and down a little bit, more down than anything, but it hasn't really traded great. And you could tell the difference, right? Just look at this daily. Look at the difference here, how great the continuation is here. It looks nice here the last couple of months, weeks really hasn't done well. We had some huge major drops there that were nice, but outside of that, it hasn't really traded well. So I'm not gonna add that one to my list today. And even this morning, look at the pre-market, right? You're not getting anything good here. We definitely have better stuff on our list so far. This is not looking good right now. Let's take a look at what is BTC doing here. BTC got some movement, but again,
So losing that 42, loses that 42. That's pretty significant. We'll see how it acts.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we'll see. This was fun right here. This was a lot of fun. Um,
As long as you sold.
no, no, no. Well, yeah, yeah. Well, intraday trading, not holding on to this
Okay.
thing. Yeah, I don't trade. I don't trade actual Bitcoin or trade bit. Yeah, no, not my thing. SoFi. Why are they major drops nice? Why are major drops nice? Well, because usually when you get drops like this, you on a Bitcoin specifically, since you were asking about that one, the reason why these drops are great is because you look at Mara and Riot on these days, and they have great volume and they have good continuation towards the downside, so you can short them, and you're gonna get a nice run, right? Same thing as great pops like this one here. If you go back and look at October 1st, I'm sure Bitcoin, Riot, and those other guys were trading very well. So these pops are really good for us day traders because you get that continuation. Those are the trades that you go in and you leave some right after you partial out, you leave some, you can make more on that little bit that you left than what you partialed out on. Those are those days there. You don't get those often, but when they do come along, they're very, very nice. All right. Cool. Norm, anything else that we might missed or need to cover?
That's all I got, man.
Okay, we're all set. I'm just gonna wait for a couple of moderators to throw out the list if there's any more. But guys, we're all set here for this Friday. Thank you so much for joining us over on YouTube. We'll see if Brian's list comes out now, and we'll get that to you. But outside of that, guys, have an amazing weekend. Trade safe today. Remember, this list does not look great, so just be patient. This whole week, we've seen stuff come out of either the chat room, either the scanners, or just the overall market with some good continuation, some better stuff that's actually on our list. So be patient today as we end the week here. And if you're having a bad week, don't force it. Don't try to be a hero today. Just take it easy. The market's going to be back on Monday. I guarantee you that we're opening on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. So don't need to go crazy today. Take it easy. All right. GameStop is running.
Yeah, I just
Oh, there we
scalped
go.
a tiny piece of game stock.
No wonder you were quiet there. Yes, love
Yeah, I was holding my
it.
breath actually.
Yeah. Very nice. It is one of these white knuckle trades, like you call them.
Oh, it is.
You
It
gotta
is.
be. You have to focus. I'll tell you this much. We got a couple of minutes here. If you trade in simulator and you can trade if you could watch a stock the way you can watch it when you're in it and it's risky, that focus is crazy. There's
Yeah, but you
nothing like
can't do
that.
that. Just like Crata was talking about the
Yeah.
other day is, people come in and you trade in simulator, you have no emotions, whatever. You
Right.
might. I mean, you might have this much, but then you trade real money. You hop in something that's like a roller coaster like that,
Oh
your heart's
man.
just going, your
Yeah.
blood
Yeah.
pressure's going,
Uh.
everything else. And then,
y-
especially this ticker in particular, it's one of them that just
it absolutely is looking really good for you here, Norm. Hopefully you're taking advantage of
it's not
that
going
pop.
well, yeah, I mean, I'm out. I got half my days kind of. I don't
Hmm.
keep a goal, but half of what I'd be happy ending where I am. But Daniel's saying, hope GME doesn't halt. It won't halt pre-market. You don't
Yeah.
have volatility
Yeah.
halts until the market's open.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That is one of the risk in the pre-market, man. It won't stop. It will keep going if it
can't
decides to do
stop,
so.
won't stop. Maybe.
Yeah, there you go. AMC is getting a little pop as well, but nothing like game stonks. This one is moving nicely. All right, guys, take care. Trade safe. Have an amazing weekend. We will see you back again on Monday. Norm and I are going to go back to the chat room here and hang with you guys. But over on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great weekend. Remember, if you haven't done so already, you can sign up for a week trial for $24. Pre-market 24 is the code if you go to our website. And we will have our onboarding class on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, right? So join us for that if you and you get access to a whole week of both chat rooms, the main chat room and also Ed's chat room, which is amazing as well. So definitely check it out. See you guys. Have an amazing weekend.
Take care, guys. Trade safe.